What's up, guys? What's up, guys? I'm super excited to be here again today. I've always wanted this live session to be something I have to come like 5 times in a week. I want it to be like being here every trading day of the week. But for now, it's not possible. It's beyond my capacity. But now I've tried to adjust it to 4 days in a week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, I will be here. We are going to be analyzing different currency pairs, and we are going to be taking advantage of these opportunities. We are not going to be missing any of them. So today is another day, the first time we will be having a session on a Tuesday like this. I'm so much excited. I'm so much excited to be here. Thanks, guys, for being here, and for those that watch the replay also. I really appreciate your presence by sharing the video and liking, commenting, and you making it interesting to be here. You guys are the one really doing the great work there, because without you guys, I won't be encouraged to continue. So I really appreciate once again. So if you are new to the channel, if you are new to this video, this is a live trading session whereby I'm going to be taking you through different analyses for different pairs in the Forex world. We are going to be looking at each of those pairs I have set out, which are on my watch list for today. And we are going to make some nice deductions from them technically. We are going to look at the patterns. We are going to look at the Elliot wave counts. We are going to look at the RSI, if there's divergence. We're going to look at so many things, couple of things, the market structure, the levels, support and resistance zones. Are there any price action pattern that signals reversal or continuation, or when they are consolidation? These are what we are just trying to look at on different time frame. It's not going to be on the lower time frame alone. We are going to start from all the way from the beginning, like daily time frame, and down to the minutes, 1 minute, 3 minutes, 5 minute time frame. And that's what I've been doing, guys. So if you are new and you are not a member or a follower of the channel, of the videos already, I want you to do that now. In the next couple of seconds, just click on the follow and subscribe button. Either you're watching me live on TradingView or YouTube or Facebook. I'm sure you can all hear me perfectly, guys. Let me quickly, give me a minute. Let me check the settings. Let me confirm if you guys can hear me perfectly across all these platforms. While doing that, let me put a background music. Fine. Alright. Quickly check out what's happening. Alright, everything is live on YouTube. What about Facebook? I'm sure we should be live by now on Facebook. On Facebook, you're live. What about TradingView? Check TradingView. Let's call it a day. Live streams. I know TradingView live stream is currently in the beta mode. Alright, I have one person online viewing me on TradingView. I know more people are going to join us. Thank you for joining us. You are coming in Let us know where you are coming in from. The guy on TradingView, can you drop your name, drop your question, and drop any currency pair you want us to look at. We are definitely going to analyze them to the best of my ability today. So guys, I don't know which one should I start with. Should I start with gold? Should I start with the Euro USD, USD, because I've got analysis today. I have more than 10 setups already that I want to trade, guys. So I don't know which one do you want me to start with. I don't know the one you want me to start with, guys. Alright, let me start with okay, let me check them first. We will be analyzing NASDAQ. I have a Euro card, I have analysis on Euro dollar, I have analysis on DXY, Australian US dollar analysis, New Zealand USD analysis, GBPUSD analysis. So let me start with NASDAQ, because NASDAQ is already playing out as I anticipated, and those are on my Telegram channel, guys. If you have not joined the Telegram channel, you are not doing good to yourself, because I posted this analysis for NASDAQ early this morning, and come and see. Let me show you guys on Telegram that I posted that analysis. You're going to see that now, guys. First live free signal channel. Yes, can you see this NASDAQ analysis which I posted earlier on? See, I said this is gonna fall, and that's exactly what is happening in the market now. Can you see that fall? It's very clear right there, guys. Sorry, guys. Trying to adjust my stops across this pair. So let's see what's happening. Alright. So guys, just give me a second. We are going to start the analysis now. I'm trying to check some of my account to see what's happening there. US 100, fine. So now NASDAQ has triggered my sell stop, and everything is doing perfectly well as analyzed, and I don't think it's too late to join this sell position. But before we go there, let me start with the basics of the premise. How did it started, and why did we conclude that there's going to be a sell right there? So guys, I want to recommend something to you guys. If you can be going to this website, where's the website? Let me continue the analysis. When I see it, I'm going to get back to you. So on that website, I do confirm some of my Elliot wave counts. You know, they also do like one analysis a day. So I follow them, trying to check, because most of the time I see that the Elliot wave analysis used to be very accurate, so I tend to develop interest in some of their analysis. And so when I got there, I saw that their pair for yesterday was NASDAQ. No, was it yesterday? For Friday. So the analysis they had on Friday was the same thing I had, but since it did not go my way, I have not been checking NASDAQ charts since Friday. I was like, no, NASDAQ is just playing me around. I don't want to lose money on NASDAQ. I just decided to close the chart on NASDAQ. Wasn't checking NASDAQ at all. So this was what I was expecting to happen, which happened on Friday, on the 5th. This fall, I expected that this fall should be the final beginning of the bearish move. I did not expect it that the price is going to push higher to 133.96 at the dip. I didn't see this coming. This is what I'm trying to say. I did not see this bullish move from this low to this high. I didn't see it coming at all and at all. So I thought, oh no, everything is perfect. Market is just going to continue going lower and lower from here. But market did otherwise. So that was what pissed me off, and I thought it doesn't. I don't think I still have to continue looking at this pair. But unfortunately, when I checked out the analysis, I later found out that they saw that there is still a possibility for another leg. So that made me review my count also. I didn't go far. I started from this very low. I saw that this is wave 1, this is wave 2, and the market started rising from here, giving me a 5-wave impulse. So that 5 makes my wave 3, and then a correction down wave 4. Then we now have another 5 wave making wave 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So immediately that happened, that was when the sell scenario started on Monday. So the sell scenario that started on Monday, I missed out on it because I wasn't checking the chart. So assuming I was still checking the chart, regardless of how pissed off I am, I would have been fortunate to join this sell position. But I'm happy I didn't join the sell position because it was not even really confirmed. But the bearish move down here that break above all these former highs, gave me a nice and new confirmation that the bearish impulse has started. Then we saw this simple correction to the upside early hours of today. I thought the correction is going to go into this territory, to give me an ABC into this territory. This territory is the 5061.8 Fibonacci level of the whole of the bearish move that happened on Monday. So what I mean is this: I used my Fibonacci to mark the beginning of here, get the whole of this. You can see that the line I drew here falls on the 61.8 and 50% of Fibonacci. So that was what I was expecting. I expected that there's going to be like an ABC move into that territory, but price action patterns for reversal for correction can never be predicted perfectly. It cannot be 100% accurate. So you just have to prepare for the worst. But now it did otherwise, and market started falling. So I caught these with just a sell stop. I knew there might be just a breakdown this pattern. Another thing that may now happen, the worst case scenario, is that you might see a retracement back up before markets continue to go down, and that case is going to be like this is 3, and this is going to be 5 to the upside. The market is going to fall. So if that is the case, and if the first case is also playing it out, if there's a possibility that it's going to be a push to the upside before the fall continues, that is number one. Or if there's a possibility that price is not going back up, the correction has ended here and market is going to continue falling, then what we are going to do is we are going to monitor where our stop loss should be. Our stop loss ideally will now be at this invalidation level, just to give room, to give space for any mode of correction. If there's going to be a flat pattern, meaning 3, 3, 5 ABC, if that is going to work out, it will not break above this. But if that does not work out, then the sell is just continue to go down. So you don't say I'm waiting for 335 flat pattern and you won't join a sell position when you see that your market is supposed to sell. You have to join it. Where you are just going to put your stop loss is what will really define the game, and it's going to tell on the lot size you are going to be applying to pick that particular trade. So that is how we took advantage of NASDAQ. So another thing, now if you want to go look at price action patterns alone without combining the other trades, this is what I'm going to do. This is how I'm going to analyze it. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to check if everything is alright. Perfect. All right. Yeah, let's continue the analysis, guys. So now let's look at this same pair, the way I analyze it without combining any mode of any Elliott wave analysis for our time frame. Yes, let's use this for our time frame, guys. So now you could see that I drew a parallel channel here for this part, for this movement, for the price action movement from here. You know, price rejected here, there was a rejection here also, but we don't know what's happening. So price rejected here also. Now if you look at your RSI, guys, we bring out your RSI pattern, you will notice that there was a divergence right from here down here. So market has been diverging all the way from here. If you join your trend line, you see that market has been in like higher high here, and now is coming down lower and lower right down here. That is what is happening on the RSI and on the main chart pattern. Now if you try to join this point together, you're going to see that this is a valid trend. You can join 3 of these higher lows, and you know that is a very perfect valid trend. That was followed by a breakout with this bearish candlestick. Even it was 2 breakout, this was the first one, and then we had this fake out. It didn't break above, it was just, you know, it's a wick that just break above. It didn't close above that trend line. It was immediately rejected by a very strong candlestick which is bearish, and this bearish candlestick engulfed 3 former bullish candlestick, 1, 2, 3. That's a very strong bullish engulfing candlestick, a bearish engulfing candlestick. If this says anything to us, what it tells us is that market is ready to change its trend from the bullish buyers to the bearish side, and that's exactly what happened. So as a price action trader, I don't see the reason why you won't be able to take advantage of this kind of great trade. So that is what happened on NASDAQ. So if you ask me where your target is going to be, I'm going to be using the target of this price action setup. These 2 lines are very perpendicular to each other. They are parallel to each other, I mean. So there is a high possibility that price tend to kiss this trend line edge here. That is based on normal, you know, price action pattern. But if I'm going to be using Elliott wave knowledge to apply to this scenario, I'm going to say my wave 3 should be ideally at 161.8% of wave 1. So if that is the case, let's try and reverse the Fibonacci level to spot those the first target, and then this should be the second target after 161.8, 224. Then we can have 261.8. Can you see? So 261.8 appears to be like the 3rd level you should be expecting price to get to. So but if you can catch a nice sell from here downward here, that's enough. It's a lot of money, and a very high risk reward ratio for that matter. So but another thing I do, which I don't think it is anywhere scientifically proven, is that I do measure. This is how I do measure at times. I take my, you know, my trend line, bring it here, and I try and copy and paste, you see, and I use it to measure the beginning of this breakout. So can you see? So this tells me that the height of this wave 3 must be the minimum of height of wave 1. That's what I used to do most of the time. And now can you see that the target now coincides with the 161.8% of Fibonacci level. So you see, when you apply different tools, different technical tools, and they are giving you like almost same results, then you know your analysis is a grade A analysis. So that's what we have on NASDAQ, guys. If there are any questions regarding that, I'm up here to give an answer to them within the next 1 minute before I move to the next pair which I have to analyze. So now I'm checking all the platforms to see if we've got questions regarding NASDAQ before we move on. NASDAQ, any question, guys? No question? Alright. So guys, as you're watching on TradingView, kindly support the channel. Just click on the boost button, and on YouTube kindly press the like also, and endeavor to share this on all Forex platforms you belong to, either on Facebook, either on YouTube, either on WhatsApp, or any other groups that you think this is going to be very beneficial to them. I want you to do that now. Please do that now. Do that now. Comments. Alright, thank you from Facebook, J as thank you for loving the analysis. That's a very good means of encouraging me to come here and deliver. Alright, we've got a lot of pairs to check out today, so I won't be wasting the whole day on NASDAQ. Let's move to EURUSD, and that's our next point of analysis. Alright guys, here's the EURUSD dollars. That's EC EURUSD. Let's quickly analyze it. A question from J as Jex Gungob. Do you already analyze gold? I haven't analyzed. We haven't analyzed gold yet. You got it. We haven't analyzed gold yet. I'll definitely analyze gold soon. We are going to analyze gold soon, okay? So, but let's take it a step at a time. Here is where gold is. Gold is like the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's the 9th currency pair I have that we are going to be analyzing today. So we are the 2nd currency pair now, which is EURUSD, as you can see on the watermark here, EURUSD. There are a lot of you guys that complained, private messaged me that they're finding it hard to see those charts properly, and that is because the software I'm using right now, the subscription I have there is for 720 pixel. I think that 720 pixel is not clear enough, and you guys might not be able to see the chart well. So I'm going to try to upgrade at the end of the month after this subscription has elapsed for the 4K for 1080p viewer quality. But for Facebook, you can't get that on Facebook. You have to be live on YouTube or TradingView. That is when you can have access to that very clear and high resolution analysis. So if you have not joined the YouTube channel yet, I don't know what you're waiting for. I'm going to post the how you're going to search for us on YouTube. Search on YouTube for let me tag that comment on for Forex Trading Lab. You can put Forex Lab in front of it. So if you do that now, you're going to get us. Let me quickly show you guys that. Let's go to YouTube. Yes. Let's search for Forex Trading Lab. Forex Lab. gonna see us there. Or let me just try and put the channel on our Telegram. You're gonna see us there. So that is how to join us from YouTube, so that you can have the high quality video, guys, there. So let's move on with the analysis, guys. Let's move on with the analysis. So the next pair I want to analyze is EURUSD, as I told you guys earlier. Now this is what I'm saying on the 3-hour time frame from EURUSD. What does this look like? I want someone to quickly give me an answer in the chat box before I continue. I want you guys to be here. I think Gungab JAZJ Gungab from Facebook, are you still there? What does this look like in your normal price action pattern that you're used to? And if anyone want to answer on trading view, I'm going to check that too. All right. I think the video is lagging, so it might take like a couple of minutes or two before you guys get to where I am. Maybe that might affect the latency, might affect the response. But let me continue with the analysis then, so that we won't waste much time on that. So what I could see here is what we call the triangle pattern. Triangle used to be made up of 5 swings, 5 market swings, and those swings we label them as A, B, C, D, E. So it can be in 2 ways. It's either in a bullish scenario or a bearish scenario. So triangle pattern used to be almost the same. They look almost alike, but we have different kinds. We have those we have ascending triangle, descending triangle, symmetrical, not symmetrical triangle, and a lot of those English words. But I don't want to bother you with that. Most important is when we talk about triangle, it must form a triangle. Back to primary school days, triangle in our mathematics, triangle can be of different kinds. Also, we have the rectangle triangle, we have the isosceles, we have different kinds of triangle. The most important is for it to have 3 sides, and you should be able to connect all those sides together. So this is what we mean by a triangle. This is what a triangle looks like. So it's either one of 2 ways. So it's either there's a breakdown to the other side, then we are going to call it a bearish triangle, or there is either you see the market is going to go like this and go to the upside. So then we call that a bullish triangle. So if that is the case, if bullish is going to be the case, if market is going to break to the upside, E will not be here, he will be here, and later D is going to be here, and this C will not be here. Then we label this as C, we label this as A, and this will be B. So this can now be maybe wave 1, and this is going to be the mid triangle. The breakout will be the wave 3. The mid triangles will be wave 2. So according to Elliot wave, we see triangles most especially in the wave 4 or at wave B. That tells all that the market that is currently, the trend that is coming before you see this trend is going to continue. There's not going to be a reversal. So triangle patterns most of the time tells us that there is a continuation of trend. I do put them in the trend continuation pattern. So now let's see, there is a trend starting from here, guys. I want you to see that clearly. Market started from the low of 13th of July around 1.29653. Our market formed something that looks like an impulse, 1, 2, 3, wave 4, and this is wave 5. It looks like that for now. Let's say it is an impulse for now. Then it was followed by huge WXY. Each of these legs consists of 3 movements. Let me show you that one. 1, 2, 3. This second move also consists of 3 moves. 1, 2, 3. Can you see that? Now let me remove those subwaves so that it won't convince you. Now we now have another ABC. Each of these ABC legs also consists of 3 subwaves. For instance, you will see this one, A, B, and C to the upside. So simple. Yeah. Now we have another A, B, and C. Very clear for anyone that can see. And these are another A, B, C. Very clear at the same time. These are another A, B, C. Now you start counting it, you see that this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, and this is the 5th one. And how do we call a triangle pattern? Triangle pattern must consist of 5 threes. So then if I am to label this, I can say fine, that's okay. Starting from this low, this is A, this is B, this is C, this is D, and this is our E right here. So then if our E completes at this edge of the triangle, then what we are seeing now is the beginning of the bullish breakout to the upside. You get it? So that is the analysis I want to go with. But someone else might come and argue that no, it's not going to be bullish, it's going to be bearish. What is he saying? Let's see what he might be saying. Also, this is what he might be thinking. He might be saying it that that the correction started from here, and that the whole of this is A, and this is B, and this is C, this is D, and this is E. So he may be saying it that, oh, this is the beginning of impulse, bearish impulse. This is just a correction. The market is going to continue to move downward. But for me, I'm going to say no to this kind of analysis just because of what market did early this morning. This bullish move it engulfed all this former bearish move. It doesn't look like a correction. It looks more like an impulse to the upside. I want to agree that this is a correction. It doesn't look like any. It looks like an impulse, and it's as if market is going to break higher and market is going to go as high as possible. So that is the analysis which I am going with for now, and I'm not taking the bearish scenario. This is the scenario I am painting. A, B, C, D, E. That's the scenario which I am assuming is playing out right now. So if that is the case, then the impulse has started. What we might be expecting is that the highest opportunity we can see is maybe price might just retest to this point. This is a 50% of the former bullish Fibonacci 50 of the whole of this bullish impulse. Retest here, there might be a breakout to the upside. And if there's going to be a breakout of the upside, then what will be the target? Let me use my crude method of getting the targets. Let me check the height of this, and I try to just use the same, just clone it and go to the upside. Clone it. So now if I'm going to clone it, so the bullish leg started from here. I have to let it start from here also. Therefore, my target is going to be around 1.34200. Can you see that is massive? That is if the breakout should be the minimum of the height of the coming trend, the trend that this was coming in. That's what might be happening. So then, but the defining moment for any triangle pattern is that we have to wait for the break above wave D for us to be conservative. But for those that are very aggressive, they can pick a bullish move right from here, and they have a very small stop loss for E. Even if you pick your buy position at the breakout of D here, this price level, being trying to be conservative, your stop loss will still be behind with E, and you are going to be targeting 1.34180. And that is that about EURUSD for now. Just 1 minute. Let me see if there are any questions regarding this analysis before we continue to move on. All right, let's move to the next one, guys. All right, we are done with Euro card analysis. Now let's move to the next one, and that is not NASDAQ again. It has to be another thing, maybe Euro dollar. Yeah, let's analyze Euro dollar next then. So Euro dollar has something that's quite very similar to the analysis we did with Euro card now, and that is the triangle pattern which I spotted and I pointed out a while ago. I think that is the same thing that is playing out for Euro dollar also. So now I don't know how clear the chart is, but let's zoom in and let's see what is happening. All right here now we got our chart on the 4-hour time frame, and let me remove this. Let me just hide this for now. So for those that are not quite familiar with spotting patterns, when they see them, I tell my students, like, this is how you can do it and make it life easy for yourself. Try and zoom out as much as you can. When you zoom out, you're going to see the bigger picture. When you look at candlesticks that are big, that are small, very closely, you are going to be finding yourself in a big mess, and you will be able to see consolidations when they happen. It's very glaring for anyone that has eyes to see that this is a nice consolidation here. It doesn't look nice actually. The bullish move to the upside looks nicer, but this looks a bit rough. As you can see, move down, move up, move down, move up, and move down. So is that up to 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Then we can think maybe it's a triangle. Maybe it's a triangle pattern. Maybe it's a triangle pattern. Now let's try and join this together. Good. And we can try and join this last one together. So if we are to label it, we say starting from here. No, I want to use an ABCDE. Sorry. No. That's not what I wanted. You can say this is A, B, C, D, and this is E. That's what we can calculate from this analysis. This is B, this is C, this is D, and this is E. Fine. All well and good. So what we are seeing now might be an opportunity for Euro dollar to break to the upside. So I'm anticipating there's going to be a bit of correction lower, and price correct lower. Then there will be an opportunity to buy to the higher position. That's what I'm thinking. So if that is the case, then what will be the target? The target is going to be, let's measure what is happening here up to this point. Then let's see if same thing can happen here. Perfect. Then our target should be around 1.04500 price level here, if all is well. So what do we call this then? This is going to be our wave A, and this triangle correction is going to be our wave B. So we call it wave A, and the triangle pattern as a whole will be wave B, and then we're expecting a 5-wave moves for wave C. Simple as that, guys. That's that about Euro dollar, quite easily analyzed. That's all. Alright, so let's keep moving because we've got less than 20 minutes before the end of the live analysis. We had 41 minutes already. Let me keep on moving, no waiting. Okay, the question just came in for, do you have free training from basic to advanced master? I don't have any free training from now regarding Elliot Wave. You can check online on YouTube. You can see so many free trainings right there. Currently I'm so busy, I have not put together the free YouTube videos for Elliot Wave yet. So when I'm done with that, so far you have subscribed to the YouTube channel, you are going to get a notification when I start posting these Elliot Wave beginner lessons on YouTube, and that is possibly from next month. But for now, there are a lot on my desk that I'm trying to sort out. I don't have time for that now. So that's an answer to your question, Jex. So let's move on with the analysis. I want us to be as fast as possible. We've got DXY left here, guys. Let's see what's happening. DXY. So for DXY, the best way to look at it is from the 4-hour time frame. Let's zoom out. Zoom in. See what is happening. Yes, here it is. 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 Could you see this line? This line, can you see this line, guys? This is wave 1, and this was a correction, fine one, and this is wave 3 downward. So at first I thought it's an ABC correction, like, you know, I thought the whole of this is A, and this correction is just B, and it's a C. Then we have an impulse to the upside, but market has been doing otherwise. Market has been really doing otherwise. What I've been seeing is an ABC. And now I think I'm now being very, very convinced that there might be an opportunity for market to continue to go as low as possible, and that's going to give me wave 5. It's very possible. So then I can now say the whole of this first movement is my wave 1. Let's say this first movement is my wave 1, this is my wave 2, this is my wave 3, this might be my wave 4, and this is going to be my wave 5. That is very, very possible. You get it? So that is something of a high possibility, but I'm not sure of it yet now. That is for DXY. So my analysis for DXY is bearish, but I don't think it makes any sense to pick any buy position right now or any sell position right now for DXY and those USD CHF related pairs. Now let me move. I've analyzed EURUCAD, EURUSD, NASDAQ, DXY. We go to the 5th pair for us today, and that's Australian dollar. The Australian dollar, as you can see on my chart, I already pointed it out that I'm anticipating that there's going to be maybe a bullish move to the upside to complete the 5 wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, and hopefully there's going to be wave 5. But as you know, the bearish move starting from here, it's like a pullback, it's a correction, and I thought maybe wave 4 has ended here, and it may be otherwise. Wave 4 might continue to go as low as possible. So far it does not break above break below 0.691. that is territory of wave 1 and wave 2. That's it before we see Australian USD moving up again. But something else I want you guys to take note of is, you know, my count starting from, let me go to the 1-hour time frame. Here it is. So starting from this low, I counted this as wave 1, this is wave 2, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should be wave 3. Correction of wave 4. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's wave 3 of 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is wave 5. Then that makes wave 5. So there's a high possibility that what we are seeing here is just an ABC move. That's what I'm saying. A, B, and C before you see impulse skyrocketing there. Or there is a possibility that we might just be seeing this as the first wave, the first leg of impulse, and then this might just be 3-3-5 formation where market is going to go lower. So for now, what I'm anticipating is a bit of push to the upside, then there's going to be at least some fall to any region here, if at all it wants to go up or it wants to continue to fall more than the former low that we have here. So that is the both scenario I have for Australian dollar AU. Australian dollar has more opportunity and more probability to be bullish before the end of the day, and then we might now see an opportunity to sell either for the short-term gain or for the longer-term gain. That's what I have for Australian dollar. Salam. Thank you. Let's see, salam from someone on TradingView. How can we help you, please? I'll change and reply to him. So now let me quickly go to GBPUSD, then I go to NASDAQ. I go to gold analysis as requested by one of the subscribers. 1 minute. For New Zealand USD, we have something similar to Australian USD, and I don't want to go deep into that for now. Now let me quickly check GBPUSD. Here, GBPUSD, guys. What we are seeing here is, it was a correction. It's obvious, as you can see it. Price has been moving in the parallel channel. Then we have this that looks like an impulse. This looks like correction. As anticipated, there's going to be a retracement, and that's what's happening. If there's any bullish candlestick here, I'm going to be buying this currency pair to higher price levels. That's that on GBPUSD. For gold is a bit technical, and I don't have any clear position there yet. What I'm just suspecting is that there's a possibility for fall soon, but what next after that fall, I can't really say. Price is currently trading here. We might see a bit of breakout before we now see that sell, and it might now advance higher again. Then this might now be wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5, an ending diagonal, and then we can now say our wave 5 has really ended. But now we said wave 5 has ended, a bit of correction to the downside, the market is going up again. So we can't say then we have to change this analysis that this is just 1 of 5. This is 2 of wave 5. This should be 3 of wave 5 on its way. We don't know how high it's gonna go, and we have to get wave 4 with reversal, and then we have wave 5 to the upside. I think that really explains what we are currently seeing on gold. So if you want to go deeper, you can now say, oh, let me see what is happening inward here in this parallel channel pattern. So now let's do that on the 5-minute time frame, or not 15-minute time frame here. Wow, zooming in. starting from here, this looks like an impulse, like a correction. Fine. Then it moves here, move here and there, movement. Nice, absolutely nice. 3, 3, 5, yeah, 1, 2, 3. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fantastic. 30 and we have 15. Absolutely nice. So I've tried to check it on the lower time frame what is happening here, but I cannot give any precise recommendation than what I've already seen. You get it? So I can't give any precise recommendation than what I have already seen, which is the market is going to be falling for the short time frame before we see another move to the upside. So if there is an opportunity to sell gold, know that it might not last enough. It may not last enough. It might just be for the time being before you see another push up to the upside. And if you are unfortunate, it might just continue to go higher and higher, and it won't even give you any opportunity to join the sell scenario. So that's that about what I have for you guys regarding gold. So let me quickly check all these platforms and see if we've got questions. We've got questions. So I've analyzed NASDAQ, EURUSD, Eurodollar, NASDAQ, DXY, Australian USD, New Zealand USD, GBPUSD, and gold. That is almost 8 currency pairs, and I'm going to call it a day in the next 5 minutes when 1 hour time frame is up. Now let's quickly check what has happened in the past, or what has happened in the analysis we've done. Okay, NASDAQ. Analyze that zero card. I'll give you guys my 2 cents on euro card. What about euro dollar? I've told you guys what I think euro dollar might do. Now NASDAQ, the same for DXY, the same thing. I've done that. Australian dollar, New Zealand USD, I've done that. GBPUSD, done that. So let's see what GBPUSD is doing on the 5-minute time frame. Let's see if that correction is a genuine one or not. Does it look as if it has ended? Does it look as if the correction has ended here? Use my Fibonacci level again to measure it. 50%. Okay, so settings, reverse. Okay. Get to 50, it hasn't got to 50 yet. I'm being careful so that we can't join the buy now and you see markets plummeting downward again. You know, markets can be funny at times. And I see it coming down before now going up. So you have to be prepared, and your stop loss should be here. So when you join here and your stop loss is here, the risk reward ratio is shorter than you, is better than you joining right now. And you see this now. So I want it to fall down a bit, then I'm going to join the buy. That is my view. That's what I think. Yeah. left to you to make those decisions. So you see what is happening? So markets has started rejecting that point now. Alright guys, we are coming to the end of the session. GBPUSD, let's see, let us be hopeful it's going to come lower here, then we can buy it. And NASDAQ, let's be hopeful it's going to continue to fall as low as possible. On EURUSD, let's be hopeful it's going to give us a nice correction down here with a good reversal candlestick, and we are going to pick our buy. For EUR/dollar also, let's be hopeful it's going to go to the upside. So that's it for now. Thank you for joining. If you have not subscribed, followed me on TradingView on YouTube, on Facebook, kindly do that now. Please do that now, and kindly help by sharing to all forex trading platforms you belong to, either on Facebook, on WhatsApp, on LinkedIn, on YouTube, anywhere you belong to. Thank you for listening. I'm Abdullah Adewi. Bye for now.